we're Chips and Salsa.
It's 2020. Are you ready to go back to school?
Hey guys, welcome to our channel. I'm Ximena.
I'm DeeDee.
And we are Chips and Salsa, two homeschool moms bringing you fun, practical, and encouraging tips.
In this video, we're going back to school for 2020-21.
But before we do that, hit that subscribe button and hit that bell button so that you get notified every time we upload a new video. Follow us on social media as we're constantly on there giving you all of our tips and tricks.
So, pandemic, schooling.
What a way to end the year. I feel like I just collapsed into summer.
Oh, and really the kids feel like they've got gypped with the summer.
Oh, we got royally gypped. We had like 5 or 6 pre-summer field trips that were
Canceled.
Amazing. And they were canceled, yeah.
So we went to the beach a little bit. We went on a road trip. But really, other than that, they haven't really gone to the pool like a whole lot.
It's hard.
Didn't spend a lot of time with friends at the beginning. It was rough.
Yeah. But we did end with a wonderful road trip.
Yes.
So that was good. She had a road trip with her family. I had a road trip with my family. We both did the Grand Canyon, but, different ways. But that was really refreshing.
Yeah.
But now we have to get motivated to go back to school. And in a pandemic, it's kind of hard to do that because it's not the same. Our kids are not doing learning center. We don't have our Mondays that we usually have where we drop them off. All sports and things like that are non-existent right now in California. And that's a hard thing to swallow.
I haven't even thought about that there's not going to be PE class.
That's what I'm saying. So the first tip we have for you is we have to get ourselves as parents motivated. Mm-hmm. And it's hard to let go of the past and what we, are used to. And we just have to look at things from a new perspective and look at what we do have and what we can do and focus on that.
Yeah, so I've been just praying for creativity and inspiration because I want to make it engaging and fun for the kids. And I know usually at this time I'm planning out what field trips we're going to be doing and all of these things, and they're looking forward to seeing their friends at Learning Center. And because that's not there, we have to just allow that creativity to come. So hopefully this video will inspire you at the creativity.
Yes. So let's get started. So tip number 1 of getting yourself motivated is
self-care.
That's right. Self-care is number 1. We talk about self-care a lot because if you are not caring for yourself, then your kids are going to suffer. And during the pandemic, I'm sorry, it was hard for me to be motivated and not get depressed. And so we have to really rely on each other and on your friends and the little tips, the practical things that help us to rise above that. So one of the things, obviously, rest, nutrition, be up on your vitamins. Make sure that you're drinking water. These are all little things that lead to big changes.
Well, if you don't have the energy, you're not going to feel motivated. So those practical things are huge.
Yeah. Another self-care thing is to hang out with somebody to help you get motivated, Find people that are also homeschooling. In the pandemic, right now, everybody's homeschooling, or not really actually homeschooling, but everybody's at home doing some sort of distance learning. And you can help be kind of that beacon of hope for others that maybe they've never done this before. And even if you just, have coffee beforehand and motivate one another, there's so many things that you can do.
Yes. We also like to, every year our charter school puts on a conference for parents and gets them excited. We bring in awesome speakers. Well, this year it's going to be over Zoom, but we're still going to be excited about it.
Yes.
And we are actually speaking at the conference in a breakout session. So just that kind of stuff really gets you excited.
Yeah, but we didn't just leave it at that. See, this is where your creativity comes in. We usually make it a retreat, right? We usually go to a hotel and we go to the conference and then we stay at the hotel. We kind of debrief. We
go out to eat.
Yes. We have mommy time. And this year was no exception. And yes, it was harder to find places to stay. And yes, the pool's going to be closed. And yes, no breakfast.
Yes, it's going to cost more money.
Yeah, but we still did it. And we're doing it with our whole co-op moms. And we're going to kind of just get into that mindset of what we are going to do this year.
Yeah, so there's 4 of us. So we'll be able to split the cost and just, really refresh with one another.
Yeah, and you don't have to do that if you can't, but you can have a full day of maybe lunch or whatever it is that gives you life and that will motivate you. So use your community.
Tip number 2
is planning.
Plan to plan.
Plan to plan.
That's what we like to say.
Yes.
Well, planning with other homeschool moms, how fun is that?
It's so fun.
You don't even have to be doing the same curriculum, but sometimes just throwing out ideas. Like I had a cool idea this morning that I was sharing with her. And so just as we're talking about it, I'm getting more ideas and it's growing into reality.
It's so fun to do it together and just have a day where I'm going to have a charcuterie board. We're doing that tomorrow. Mm-hmm. And we're just going to plan our year, what books we're reading. And again, just like she said, it doesn't have to be the same thing, but you can still plan your calendar together and brainstorm. So that is definitely a way to get motivated and to get in that homeschool mindset.
Also, of course, watching cool YouTube videos, blogs, podcasts, all these experienced homeschool moms want to encourage you, get that inspiration.
Yes. Tip number 3.
Shopping.
Who doesn't love shopping?
I don't actually love shopping, but who doesn't love school supplies?
Well, that's the same thing with me. I don't like clothes shopping, but I do love supply shopping.
So, I was just on Amazon picking out some stuff. I was telling her I found these cool new kind of notebooks with I don't know, the little pouch comes in and out. I don't know, just makes you excited.
Anything that gets you excited. and I do recycle a lot of our stuff, but we'll always find something new, and that just makes, even just the new curriculum gets me excited to get. I got a box of books the other day and I was like, yes, all that stuff helps you. So definitely, shop for new little things. It could just be a box of really cute pencils, it could be a new planner or whatever it is.
And it's fun to give the kids a little first day of school gift, so you can shop for that. And it just makes you look forward to something.
Yes. All right, so now we're moving on to how to get our kids motivated. First is us. We have to be motivated first. Mm-hmm. And then how do we get our kids motivated? Well, we have some tips. Number 1 is back to school traditions.
Yes, the kids are going to look forward to something. And if you haven't started one, start this year.
That's right. And it could be as simple as just having pancakes or staying in your pajamas that day. Or
she takes her kids out to breakfast. Okay, so I have 4 kids. This year is brand new for us. My high schoolers are going to private school. And I'm only going to have 2 kids at home. And I feel like a whole new world.
You should join us for breakfast.
Right? I told them, we probably will go out more often because
you don't have to pay for 4
one,
kids.
it's going to be, and high schoolers. So they eat. It feels like you're feeding 8 people instead of 4. But also, it's faster and easier to go places when you're smaller.
Totally. So yeah, like she said, I have a back to school breakfast. And at this breakfast, I set the expectations. I tell them what we're doing for each subject. I encourage them verbally, tell them how proud of them I am. And, I just kind of get them really pumped. And I tell them what we're going to do for the first week of school.
Yeah, so all month already, my kids have been telling me things that they want to do this school year. So as we talk about it, they're getting motivated and excited. They're like, Mom, what if we did this year? And so we'll kind of engage in a little daydreaming, and it gets us both motivated.
That's awesome. I also write them a motivation letter that I give to them on the first day of school. And that leads us to number 2, which is fun new supplies and curriculum. So usually on the first day of school, I'll have, actually I only started doing this last year.
Okay.
But it was really fun. I put all the little things that I bought for them and I put it on their desks. And I had a letter, and I had just had a bunch of stuff, and I was like, surprise, happy first day,
Yay!
you know? And it was really cool. So
that's cool. You just gave me an idea. I haven't done this before, but laying out all the curriculum and letting them look. I know they've seen, like last year we did Book Shark and they saw all the books, you know, we put them in the thing. But laying out the curriculum and showing them, this is what we're going to be doing. Look, let them go through the book.
Well, last year I had them prep all the books. So
Yes.
I had them label all their books and put their names, and that got them excited too.
Mm-hmm.
And I had them like do the file system. So, I mean, that's another thing you can do to get them excited.
Yeah, and what we would do too is decorate the folders and their binders with the subject name, and that's fun.
Yeah, they choose always. We always have the same binder, and they just choose a different cover every year, and it's fun to see how much they change.
They just exponential growth every year.
Yeah.
It's crazy. The third thing is I always ease into things. Because the turtle wins in the end, right? Slow and steady.
Turtle in the hair, yes. And I used to be the hair and then run out of gas. Really fast. But I've learned. And so what I do is I do need structure. So it's hard for me to ease in a kind of passive way. Mm-hmm. But what I do is the first week of school, I have called it Vision Week. And so we always do math because we always have too many math lessons anyway. So it's a good way for them to do all the math review, and it's easy, and it's, you know, it's not that daunting. But then after that, all we do is set goals. My kids have these growth boards that I have them do. This is what they look like, if you could see it. But basically, I have them. I mean, this was last year's, but you know, new things that they want to learn, hobbies to work on, how they're going to grow spiritually, how like a word that maybe they want for the year, and things that bring them life so that they can stay healthy. And then you have the physical, you know, like kind of what exercise they're going to do and what kind of foods they're going to try to eat so that they are healthy.
Nice. I love that. Well, we love talking about goals and things like that. So we'll be also doing goal setting that first week. And what I like to do is I usually set like kind of what the routine is. But I like, since the kids have been older, giving them a little bit of input on how the flow of the day goes. So we'll do a little bit of trial and error during that first week or two to kind of set, and they have some input on how our days will go.
Yeah, I think it's really important as they're growing for them to have input in that, because it works differently for different kids.
Yeah.
So routine is also part of this kind of easing in, prep week, vision week, whatever you want to call it, because we've been on summer mode, and including us, right? So I feel like I really let our routine go this summer.
Yeah.
Due to the pandemic. Everything's due to the pandemic, right? But I think that getting them back on track and having a wake-up time and kind of like, hey, guys, we're going to try to start school by this time, all of that is going to kind of, I think, get them into school mode.
Yeah.
Also, we use playlists because I love incorporating music, education, and exposure in everything. And so we have these 40s playlists, 50s playlists, 60s playlists, and it's all on our Spotify if you want to check it out. But they're 30 minutes long, and so this is a way to get our morning chores done in the morning. And my kids really look forward to the different playlists that I create for them.
Yeah, I love that idea. And actually, I really need to think about how our mornings are going to go now that my sons are going to private school. This first month, I think, is going to be distance learning. So they basically will just, you know, go down to the basement and start school. But eventually, prayerfully, they're going to have to leave the house pretty early. It's going to be a new thing for us.
Yeah, well, new things could be good.
Yes, new things can be good, like a new school year.
Yes, we are so happy that you tuned in to watch this video, and we hope that these tips help you. And we just want to wish you the best for this school year.
So don't forget to subscribe to our channel, like this video, share it with your friends. We're all in this together. Let us know how you're doing. We'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.